Welcome back to another episode of Brutally Honest, episode 3.
Yeah.
How you been, Tommy? Good?
Very good. Yourself?
Good. So a couple of days ago, obviously, the All-Star Reserves came out.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, look, nothing too surprising there, really. So we'll go through the names quickly.
Yeah.
So you got Lillard. In my opinion, I would actually love to see him as a starter, to be honest with you. But the West is so loaded, unfortunately.
Look, the thing is, they're not in the playoffs. That's
a problem. But even then, Lillard's just that notoriously sort of the guy that just does not get the same amount of attention. You know, he's always been in the shadows of like your Steph Curry, your Harden, your Westbrook. He just doesn't get those respect he deserves.
And he made the Western Conference Finals.
He did. I didn't see him repeating that or bettering it this year anyway.
Yeah.
The squad isn't really up to scratch. But again, I just can't give enough props to Lillard. I think
who would you remove then? If you want him as a starter, you got to take someone else. Let's be brutally honest.
Well, who's in the starting lineup again for the West? I know you got Harden. You got Harden. Yeah,
Harden, Doncic, Luka. I can't say his name.
Luka Doncic, yeah.
Kawhi, LeBron, and Davis.
So Harden,
Luka,
Davis,
and LeBron.
Yeah, look, it's tough.
Look, Luka.
I don't put him as a sixth man there.
Well, look, Luka's not proven,
but the impact he's had on Dallas is profound. Like he's come in and, like I said, pretty much they were a lottery team last year, and now all of a sudden, you know, the progress they've made, and you can't attribute that to anyone else. It's not like Kristaps has had an amazing effect in that team. You know, he's still recovering. He's still sort of getting back to his old ways.
So he's not a starter.
I think he's a starter.
Then who are you taking off?
I don't know if I can take anyone off because.
So he's not a starter.
I would like to see him as a starter. Just so make it 6 players starting. Why not?
Yeah.
A 6-man.
I know I'm pushing you. Yeah. Because we are brutally honest on it. Alright, so if you want to add him on, he deserves to be on, but you've got to take someone. So I'm saying, I'm justifying, I'm not going to take Harden off.
No.
Okay.
He's been atrocious in January.
He's on my fantasy team, he's killing me.
Yeah.
So the thing is, you can't take Harden off, but Luka's had a breakout year, but really to be a starter, it's hard. Anyway, who's number 2 on the list?
Number 2, so you got Mitchell, who's I think had a great Donovan Mitchell, first all-time appearance, along with his teammate Rudy Gobert, also first All-Star appearance, which is actually hard to believe. He's a guy you just sort of assumed would have been in the All-Star at some point in the past, but it's his first appearance.
So Mitchell's having a good season, and the Jazz are really good.
Jazz have been fantastic this year. I think a lot of people were anticipating
on the West.
Yeah, I know. I think I had a bet that didn't come to fruition with one of my mates that I can't even remember the details of it, the intricacies, but I think I said Utah will be a force this year.
Yeah.
Anywho, you also got Conley. Yeah, I don't think there's a real major need for him. They got him on board. He's on a massive salary, like $30 million a year.
Keep Rubio.
Well, look, Rubio now is flourishing at Suns. He's at a great. But the way Donovan Mitchell plays, he's like almost like a combo guard. He can shoot, but he can also facilitate. And I just
he's got a bit of dog in him too. He's
he's actually one of my favourite players. I like he's got a good aura about him. The way he plays the game, he's sort of no nonsense, head down. He's an aggressive scorer, and I find it almost appears like he's a great teammate as well. I might be reading into it too much, but that's just the impression I get. You also got your boy. You must
go there. Let's go through the list.
Oh yeah. So Gobert is I think a 2-time all defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
I think he definitely deserves to be selected. Again, I was surprised he wasn't in there before, but it's his first appearance.
Look, the Jazz are 3rd in the West, so they deserve to. You got Jay Ingles. They're playing really well.
But his defense is just unrivaled. It's amazing the impact he has. You always look at the matchups and the opposing center. Pretty much every time will have a bad game. So every time if one of my players in, say, fantasy is playing against the Jazz and they happen to be a centre, I'm like, great, they're having a shit game because they're playing Rudy. So anyways, again, I think thoroughly deserved. You've got Jokic. Actually, I sort of skipped the beat. Your boy Ingram, first appearance. You must be thrilled.
Oh, I love the guy. And I was saying, I think in podcast 1, He's one of my favourite players. He really deserving of being an All-Star.
Yeah.
The Pelicans are, sort of in the race to make the 8. They're about 3 games behind.
Yeah, which is hard to believe.
But Ingram, with Zion coming back, hopefully they can do something. But yeah, Ingram's just unique. He's long, he's athletic, he's a scorer, he's a dog, he's got great demeanour, he wants to win.
He's actually got a stoner.
He looks like a stoner. Yeah,
he looks
like a
like he does.
Yeah.
But the way he plays the game,
he's definitely blazing it up.
Yeah.
On the court, probably off the court too.
Well, that's right. So I agree. I think he, in terms of the numbers, no question.
Yeah.
He's definitely made a massive leap. So there's an argument there for most improved player as well.
Yeah.
Probably my front runner there too. I have to say. And he's playing a pretty. I don't know about the injuries, but the team itself is pretty stacked. You've got Drew Holiday there, you've got Lonzo Ball, you've got. I was about to say Anthony Joshua.
No,
Derek Favors.
Yeah.
He's also there, and you've got Zion, who's just coming back. So the team, it's a good team.
Yeah.
I would love to see them, make a real push to make the 8.
Oh, it'd be great. Young team, young core.
Yeah,
it'd be great.
Like I said, I think Pelicans will end up being everyone's second favourite team just because of the way the brand of basketball they play. It's very dynamic. And you've got
coaches good, Alvin Gentry.
Yeah.
So who's next on the list?
Jokic, who started pretty rough. I think he was a bit overweight. He probably still is. Not a big fan of him, but there's no question the guy has game. So he's another one. I think he's making his 3rd All-Star, if I'm not mistaken. So
maybe
another one that's deserved. Russ, also in the West.
Westbrook.
And
Westbrook.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's had a great year. He's there's a lot of, I guess he cops a lot of flack, just the way the style, the brand of basketball he plays. It's sort of like he's driven more towards the numbers. But again, he has had a great year. Houston are in the mix. There's still a threat, if you ask me, in terms of taking out the championship. There's definitely teams that I think are in a better position.
Well, I just remembered Eric Gordon dropping 50 with Westbrook, Capella, and thinking, I love Eric Gordon. Came to Melbourne.
Yeah, he did too.
We missed it. We couldn't make it, but he had a ripper game, 50 points. That was amazing. I watched the game.
Eric Gordon, he got drafted by the Clippers, I believe.
Clippers,
and he traded to New Orleans with the CP3 trade. And he's he's sort of playing as a 6th man type of player now, sort of bit of an impact scorer. Yeah. He's got game, no doubt about it. But when you're playing, in the shadows of Harden and Westbrook,
he's a good piece.
He's a great asset to have. But he's a guy you can definitely have as a second lead man, just depending on the roster. Yeah. But no, that was a great performance. 50 points, you wouldn't expect that.
So that's the West.
CP3 as well.
CP3.
And the impact he's had at OKC. He's been that guy you're just sort of waiting to get traded at some point. But now doesn't probably make a whole lot of sense for OKC to trade him.
Is there anyone in the West that you would? Sorry, that said, you want to say something?
Yeah, no. I'm just saying that there was always, you're just reading a lot of articles about who they should trade CP3. OKC are desperate to trade CP3, but now they're in a position to, obviously make the playoffs. I don't know if they're equipped to sort of make a proper run.
Yeah.
But that said, they're going to be in the playoffs. It looks like they're
not going to win anything, but they're going to be there.
Yeah, I think they're about 8 games above 50% too, so their position's solidified. They're going to probably be the 7th seed. It doesn't make much sense now, I guess, to trade him, but on the books, he's on 40 mil a year for the next, I think, 3 more years. So I think if an attractive offer
it's a death
came their way, I think they would entertain that.
Yeah.
So, but again, I think it's a deserved. I don't think anyone expected. I think a lot of people thought he'd coast this year and just put himself in a position to get traded. But he's sort of proven the doubters wrong, and he's in the end.
I think it's just too hard to trade.
Yeah, I think
there's that much money over 3 years or 2 years left. I'm not sure.
I think it'll be one of those scenarios where it's bad contract to bad contract. So just sort of a little bit like Westbrook versus for CP3 in a way. I think CP3, so Russ's time at OKC was sort of coming to an end anyway, and that trade kind of makes sense now when you think about it. But yeah, again, well done to CP3, props to him, good year. On the West, you've got Jimmy Butler.
East.
On the East, yeah. So Jimmy Butler, I think he's had a great year. Miami's doing awesome as well. I think they're 3rd in the East, if I'm not mistaken. So he's had
They were saying he should really have been the starter.
Yeah, we probably should have picked him. Trey, I like Trey Young. I'm a massive fan. So he's starting. I'm pretty happy to see him start. Then you've got, something. We should.
No, that's all good.
Yeah.
So, I was saying, I think the reason why Jimmy didn't get selected is because they positioned him wrong. It should have been optioned as a guard, because really Jimmy should have been in instead of probably Trey as a starter.
Yeah,
it's because of the positioning.
Yeah, well, Atlanta, the argument there is Atlanta's had an atrocious year.
That's the thing. You never get selected generally if your team's not anywhere near going to make anything happen.
But statistically, he's
having a great
year. They're almost 30 points per game, I think close to 10 assists per game, if not higher. So he's had a great year, and I like his game. So I'm happy, and it's some new blood. But Jimmy's had a great year. The impact he's had on Miami is amazing. They're such a well-balanced team, but he's the captain, sort of...
Pat Riley's a genius. To get him, he's obviously got a lot of baggage. He's had some, some fallouts with the Timberwolves.
But I think it's because of his persona. He's sort of that no-nonsense approach. He doesn't like seeing people slack, even sort of goof around. And I think that's what happened at the Minnesota Timberwolves. They might have been taking a training practice lightly, goofing around. Wiggins, Cat. I could see that with their sort of character.
Well, you saw the game just recently, Timberwolves versus Sacramento.
No, I missed that.
Do you know what happened in that game?
No.
They were down. Sacramento was down by 17 points with under 3 minutes to go. Out of 8,000 games in the history of the NBA, in that scenario, no team has come back.
Yeah.
So with 3 minutes to go, with 17 points down. Wow. And Sacramento won the game.
Actually, I think I saw Bielitsa hit a massive clutch shot.
In overtime.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah. I just saw that play.
Yeah. So if you look at the game, they were down by 17 points with under 3 minutes to go, and I watched. It was a comedy, and somehow Buddy Hield was torched the whole the game. But that's another topic.
Yeah.
Who else is on the list?
Then you've also got Chris Middleton, which I think a lot of people are a bit bummed out that maybe he got the shot over somebody else, which we can talk about snubs afterwards.
Yes.
I mean, actually, might as well now. I would have loved to have seen Devin Booker in the West. I think he would have been a nice addition. Suns have really made some strides this year. I know you could attribute that to Rubio coming in, but I think Booker's really been consistent in terms of his numbers. But also now, I think he's just taken that bit more of a leadership role. He just seems like he's taken some sort of lead.
So are you saying, I understand Devin Booker, but are you saying we should take out Middleton and put in Booker?
Well, we can't, because they're different coasts, different conferences.
Oh,
I'm just saying, while we're on the topic of snubs.
Yeah.
Middleton, I know.
Well, hang on, if you want Booker in,
who are we taking
out?
Who
are you taking out, mate? Because you can't just make that statement, because we can all pick names out of but we're going to take someone out. Yeah. So that's the list. Who would you take out? You've got Dame, Mitchell, Gobert, Ingram, Jokic, Russell Westbrook, CP3. Yeah. I know who you're going to go.
I'll probably take out. I'll take out Russ.
Okay. Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I just like to.
It's an MVP. I would have thought you would take out CP3. If you want Booker in.
Well, again, we've got to take someone out if we want to put someone in.
Exactly.
But Russ, I don't think Houston's really improved. Like, they're doing okay, nothing spectacular. He's putting up good numbers. Okay. But I actually believe that you could take out Russ from that team, I think they'll be in a similar position. You take out Booker from the Phoenix Suns, so it'll be a lottery team.
Alright. So who else is on the East?
And I'm not having. Russ is an amazing player. He's having a great year. I'm not saying he's having a shit year. I'm just saying
I'm not a huge fan of Russ.
Prefer to have Booker in there.
Okay.
It is expensive.
Fair enough. I like that. You're taking someone out. It's a bit controversial.
Just being brutally honest.
So who else is in the East?
In the East, you've also got so we'll say Middleton, who's had an okay year individually, but Milwaukee's
is killing. You have to have two in there. You have to have two.
They're just a well-oiled
6 losses.
6 losses. They could even be in the hunt for the record. Who knows?
Apparently,
they'll be in that mix.
The owner in Paris was speaking to Jordan about we might get your record.
Yeah.
And Jordan said just worry about winning a championship.
Yeah, we saw what happened to Golden State, right?
Yeah.
So that's true. They should just worry about winning the
record.
Exactly, keeping healthy and they're in a position where they can even load manage, which we don't like to see. But they're in that position, like they're pretty much guaranteed the top seed in the East.
Yeah.
So they could take that sort of approach and really just preserve their health. So we've also got first-time entrant Sabonis, who's had an awesome year. Also another player I'd say in the mix for most improved player. I expected big things from him this year, so maybe that's why there's no real shock value. But he's really just been.
He's got good genes.
Yeah, his father was I'm not sure if he was an all-star. He was at Portland. Great.
He's like almost. I think he might have been a Hall of Famer. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I would be surprised. But I always just think of his dad when he gave that no-look back pass and he didn't move the entire sequence, the entire play.
Okay.
He's just still in that same position, and other guys, on the other end, has done a fast break, dunk or layup, whatever. So he's a bit of a character, I think he was. Also, you've got Tatum, who's
Tatum.
Yeah, you need someone from Boston there. They've had a good year. I know you got a massive Boston.
You got Kemba as a starter.
Kemba's starting, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I put Jimmy instead of Kemba. That's what I'm doing. All right, so let's swap them around.
Yeah, that's an easy call.
That's an easy call. So yeah, again, we have that start.
Did I say trade, did I?
No, you said who do we take out from the?
Is Trey in the West?
Trey is in the East.
East, so okay, then take out Kemba.
So take out Kemba. Kemba's been solid, but I think Jimmy's just been
Different level.
Different level.
Yeah.
And we've seen Miami take a massive leap this year. I actually see them as a threat. I know a lot of people are sort of sleeping on them, but they're such a stacked team, well balanced team. And I think they're just one piece away from really contending. So you've got, we've got Tatum, Lowry. I think Lowry's had a very good year. Also bear in mind the injuries. Van Fleet, he's been out for a little bit. Siakam's had
He's a starter.
Siakam is a starter. I like his game.
Lowry, yeah, if he was in the West, he got no chance.
Yeah, I mean, look, no, that's right, no doubt about it. The other player you can make a bit of an argument, maybe should have taken his spot. They're not in the hunt for the playoffs. Levine, is that a good year? I'm not totally convinced. I think Lowry's been solid.
Yeah, he's a solid player.
Yeah, and then finally you got Bam Adebayo, who's been awesome.
Yeah, he's great.
He's
undersized centre, but he's a bit more of a forward.
Yeah, but he's one of those guys, a little bit like a Jokic, Sabonis, very involved in offense.
Stat filler.
Bit of a stat filler. He'll score his
good gel guy.
10-12 points per game, get his 10-12 boards and a few dimes, and he plays defense as well. So good selections overall.
Is there anyone that's missed out that you put in the East?
Nah, not really. I think it's pretty fair. Levine, Beal,
Beal's pretty good.
I don't know.
Washington's a disgrace.
They're terrible this year, and they're going through that sort of, it doesn't make really sense with that squad right now to be in that conversation of an All-Star appearance. So,
yeah.
But look, actually, Chicago happens to be I think 9th or 10th in the race. So they're still in the mix. Yeah. Washington, no. That's the All-Star.
And obviously the format's changing to honour Kobe as well. We spoke about Kobe last episode.
I'm not excited to scratch at that, but
so they're basically after every quarter, they're going to whoever wins the quarter, or they're going to donate money to a foundation or whatever. And then after 3 quarters, they'll tally up the points, and you have to score 124 points. So the 4th quarter is not going to have a time.
No, I think they have to score 24 points.
Yeah.
Above.
So it's total. I'm pretty sure it's total 24 above 100. Yeah. But they tally up the scores, and you have to score 24 points in the 4th quarter. Whatever it is, it's a homage to Kobe, but it's definitely a change up, and there's going to be some money raised, which is really good.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing that's really drawing me to this All-Star game, the homage to Kobe, because I must admit, it's boring. Not really into the NBA All-Star Weekend thing. I'll be really honest with you. Yeah. I actually find that I'd rather watch regular season games because it sort of halts fantasy a little. Yeah. So I'm not a massive fan of the All-Star game. I don't mind, obviously, the dunk contest, but even then, you get it.
Dwight's coming back.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I don't really care.
It's not. Look, it's more of a fun thing.
Derek Jones Jr., I think he'll be exciting to watch. I think Aaron Gordon's in there as well. I think he put his hand up for it. But the dunk contest can be hit and miss. You can have some absolute duds. And then once every 5 years, you seem to have one that really just...
There's no star power either.
Nah.
You're not going to have LeBron in there.
it's a nice little pat on the back for the players that are playing at a high level. But for me, as a fan of the sport, I don't really care for it too much. But that's me.
Yeah.
If you love it, good on you. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Generally, the All-Star game it's good to see all the players. Good to see them sort of, a bit of chemistry, something different.
Yeah.
It's just a mix-up, like of different players and stuff. It's fun, but I wouldn't say it's amazing.
The only thing I probably actually...
We love competition, Tommy. And there's not a lot of competition.
No.
Basically, the All-Star game, the last 2 minutes, there's some action.
It's like a picnic, and they're just having a bit of fun on the court. Like
that's it.
The other thing I actually do enjoy watching is the 3-point contest. That's the only probably thing that
You're a sharp shooter.
Yeah, look, I've known to knock a few threes in my life, in my time. I'm still playing that, but that's the one thing I probably watch a bit more closely, because I find it is a bit more competitive, and less goofing around. So I'm not sure who's in the mix this year or who's put their hands up for it, but I'll be tuning in for that. I'll still watch it. The All-Star game, I'll be just maybe flicking through.
Look, it'll be fun. Obviously, the other main thing that's coming up is the trade deadline.
Yeah. So this is something that I enjoy looking at, like in terms of...
We love trades.
I do love trades.
How good was the last season? The whole Kawhi thing, there was so much movement, Paul George.
That was amazing. That was before the season started.
Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah.
And then the trade deadline, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't so much action.
So what do you think? What's your thoughts this year?
Yeah, there's a few big names being rumoured. You've got Andre Drummond. So he's going to opt out of his final year of contract, which is next season. So that makes him pretty much essentially a free agent. So he'll be able to go where he desires. So I think Detroit needs to move in with a bit of urgency, at least get something for him before he walks for nothing. I think I could see Boston being a good fit there. I'm not sure who they'll be sending back, but they don't really have an inside presence. Al Horford moved on after
Cantor's a bit fluffy.
Cantor, not really reliable in terms of clogging the middle. So
Taco Fall.
Yeah, he's just like a bit of a novelty. Yeah, so I'm not going to buy into that too much, but I think he'll be a good fit there. Maybe they could send Daniel Theis, maybe a pick, because they'll have a low pick anyway, or a high pick in the draft. It won't be a top 10 pick. They could send maybe something in the high 20s potentially.
Is Drummond anywhere else Drummond could go?
Apparently Atlanta were expressing interest.
Oh yeah.
So that obviously not going anywhere this year, but next season I think with another year, that nucleus gelling with Drummond in the mix and a high pick, that could be something, a force in the next couple of years ahead. But I like Boston. I think that just makes sense, and I think Ainge should look into that. You're hearing a lot about obviously the Twin Tower, the bigs in Cleveland. So Kevin Love, Tristan Thompson, they're heavily rumoured. Kevin Love, I think, still has a few years on his contract remaining.
That's too much
so
money.
it's a bit of a risk, and he's had a lot of injuries as well. So probably easier said than done. But a lot of people were saying they would love to see him at Portland, because I think he's from Oregon. Kevin Love could be someone that could help a team become a force. He's still got a lot of game.
What about Kuzma?
Kuzma's another one that's definitely been rumoured. I think LA pretty much said unofficially that everyone's on the table excluding LeBron and Davis.
Really?
Yeah. So
I think with Kuzma, he's too good for the money.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
on a rookie contract.
He wants some really good value back.
You'd have to get like picks, and the numbers don't work. So because he's a rookie, he's only on a couple of mil.
That's right. I think they want Bogdanovic from Sacramento.
Yeah, he's on slightly more money.
Yeah, but I think the numbers
they can make it work.
Make it work. Yeah. So that would
wonder how Kuz would go with Luke Walton.
Well, I think there's a lot to, like, for Sacramento, that makes a lot of sense. They could use another scorer, and then on the flip side, I don't mind him.
Kind of looks like Nick Kyrgios.
Yeah,
does got that sort of look.
Yeah, and even their body language is sort of similar. But I would love to see that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Kuz leading. I'm not opposed. I'm a Lakers fan.
You know what I love about Kuz? When he jacks a three, the crowd's like, Kuz. Like you hear it throughout the stadium. Even when he goes to opposition teams, that arena will sometimes say Kuz when he shoots.
Yeah.
I like that. It's cool.
Yeah, no, he's.
So you got Kuz, you got Drummond, you got all this sort of...
Another one I'd like to see move is Beal. So I know he hasn't been in much rumours. I'd love to see him go to a team like, say, Denver. You know, maybe Harris with a few other players packaged, whether it's picks or something.
Harris.
He's a good player, but
that'd be amazing.
He'd be all, I'd love to see something like that. And I think Denver's definitely got the pieces.
Would you get rid of the other guys? The other guy in Denver?
Jamal Murray?
Yeah, for Beal.
Okay, if it's a straight sort of swap or that, yeah. I don't know.
See?
You could do it, and
I think you could in maybe Atlanta as well.
Yeah, that could happen too. I'd like to see Beal go elsewhere.
They're talking Derrick Rose as well, potentially.
Derrick Rose, yeah, I think he's being wasted at Detroit. He's sort of at that. He's I think 31 years of age. He's in good health at the moment, but how long is this? How long can he sustain this money? That's right. So I'd like to see him go to a team.
He's not on a lot of money either.
No. He's got a very friendly contract. I think him at like a team like Lakers, Clippers makes a lot of sense.
It's funny because LeBron had Derrick Rose in Cleveland and then got rid of him.
Yeah, that just didn't. That everything they tried that didn't work.
Didn't work. So would you do it again? Is there anybody else that's on the sort of block? You think?
Just jogging my memory. That's pretty much.
Maybe CP3 if they can get rid of him.
CP3. I don't think. I know that the OKC, I think Danilo Gallinari is another one that's been rumoured to go elsewhere. Yeah. I know they're just trying to shed some salary. Adams could be another one to go. He's on big dollars. So I think
he looks like Aquaman.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Like a big ball, brute. Yeah, he looks exactly like Aquaman. I would put them next to each other.
Yeah,
they look very similar.
Yeah.
So look, there's some exciting times coming.
Well, I think the deadline on the 6th of 5th of Feb. So I think coming up Friday actually next week.
Oh, I just remembered Iguodala. That's a big one. He could change the face of the franchise at this point.
He's a great player.
Obviously, he's not high defense.
Yeah. So I think he's got good
three
acumen as well, just understanding the game. I'd like to see him at a team like the Clippers, Lakers, one of those LA teams could definitely benefit with him.
Will Memphis buy him out? That's the other thing.
I think they're being stubborn. I mean, you want at least some sort of pick, right?
It's not about 12 mil, I think, a year.
Okay. So it's a salary shedding move. You'd want at least a pick, and I think a team that's in a position like that's gunning for a top seed, giving a pick away makes a bit of sense.
Yeah, I think he'll definitely. Hopefully, he gets bought out.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll definitely see a lot more news now. Obviously, as that deadline approaches, I think it's a week away.
Yeah.
So there'll be a lot of gossip, a lot of expert opinion as well on that.